Anisha Mathur is with us as well. Anisha, you're reporting on the same matter, talking about how the court today has been requested by the Solicitor General, asking the Apex Court not to stay the Waqf law prima facie. Court should hear the issue in detail, says the SG. Supreme Court would take unnecessarily harsh step if provisions stayed prima facie.
Well, yes, Sneha, the arguments as we speak are going on. The Solicitor General on behalf of the centre saying lakhs of people have been consulted, lakhs of people sent in their opinions and the JPC has considered this issue. This matter has been considered completely. And prima facie, the court should not stay the matter. The Solicitor General is asking for 1 week time for the centre to file their reply. The Chief Justice, interestingly, says we are not staying the entire Waqf law. We have raised two specific contentions. We've raised two specific issues that may happen. The concern that the Supreme Court has raised is that nothing drastic should change, and that is a very, very important observation coming in from the Chief Justice of India, that nothing drastic should change while we're hearing this particular matter. And the Solicitor General, of course, raising the point that the centre believes that this has been a very well thought out law, that there are matters that have been considered before the court takes any direction, passes any orders. It must look into all aspects of why this law was necessary. The court, however, is saying that we have two specific areas of concern which were also raised yesterday, especially with regard to the Waqf by user issue, especially with regard to what happens if something changes. The court is again and again emphasizing just one point: we do not want the position that is currently existing in the country to change. There are serious concerns that have been raised, and that is where the court is at right now. But as we speak, Sneha, the court hearing is still going on.
Right.
And even though the court is asking its questions, the centre is asking for 1 week to file reply and is asking that the court should not pass any interim directions.
Okay, the court at the same time, Nalini has underlined that the rights of the people should not be affected. This is something that has to be looked into even as more time is being sought by the government. Nalini.
Sneha, it's very interesting what's happened, because yesterday at the conclusion of the hearing, when the Supreme Court was just about to pass its interim order, the Solicitor General on behalf of the government asked for time till today to place its arguments before the court. It has been about 24 hours since then, and today at the beginning of the very hearing, Solicitor General Tushar Mehta has said that they need another additional time of 1 week to go ahead and place their arguments before the Supreme Court. He's officially asked for 1 week's time, and what he is urging the Supreme Court to do is that during this 1 week, no stay should be granted, and hear us out first at the end of 1 week and then decide whether or not there should be an interim stay. Now, what the Chief Justice of India has said, interestingly enough, Sneha, is that the idea behind issuing an interim order is that they don't want the current situation in the country to change. And the reason for that is because obviously if the situation changes, which means that if the law is allowed to be enforced, and after that the Supreme Court begins its hearing, the hearings might go on for at least a few months, if not more, and then to go back and to reverse the kind of changes that have already happened on the ground is going to be a very difficult task, almost an impossible task for the Supreme Court, which is why the judges at the very outset are ensuring that there is not a large scale or drastic change that happens on the ground, to ensure that the situation, at least the status quo right now, is maintained, so that the Supreme Court can look at the pros and cons of this particular legislation objectively and then decide whether or not it's constitutional. But at the same time, the government is urging that at least for 1 week, no order should be passed, no interim order should be passed, and the government should be given an opportunity to place their arguments on the interim stay before the court. And what the Solicitor General is saying is that nothing will really change in 1 week. But as to whether or not he will be agreeable to giving a statement to the Supreme Court on record stating that during the next 1 week, before the arguments are placed before the court, there will be no changes that will be effectively implemented regarding this law, is something that we have to watch out for. Another update that we are getting from the court is that the court has said that the issues that they are considering, one is appointment of counsels and the other is Waqf by user, like we were telling our viewers earlier. So the Solicitor General to that response says that it has to be registered. The CJI says registered in terms of the 1995 Act. I am not talking about the registration now. And CJI then reiterated once again that we do not want the position to change. CJI has also gone ahead and said, like Anisha Mathur is getting us the updates, in the meantime, no appointments should be made to the council, talking about whether or not there should be an inclusion of non-Muslims. So the CJI is effectively in favor of status quo being maintained, which might come as a huge relief to the petitioners, because that's exactly what they've been asking for. The CJI has gone ahead and said that no appointments to the board or council should be made, and there should be no changes, no drastic changes on the ground with regard to the law.
Right.
The Solicitor General Sneha has gone ahead and said that we will make a statement to this effect. As to whether or not what kind of a statement is made and what the ultimate order is something we still have to watch out for.
That's right. In fact, Anisha, what has also been told by the Solicitor General at this point in time is that if appointments are made by the state, because the CJI, the Supreme Court raised concerns about, appointments being made by states per se, herein comes an argument from the Solicitor General who says that if these appointments are made, they will be treated as void.
Well, yes, Sneha, as we speak, heated arguments going on from both sides right now, as the centre is asking the court not to issue stay, not to pass any interim orders. One thing that the Solicitor General is assuring the court is that I, as Solicitor General, assure the court that the centre will not make any appointments to the Waqf boards or the councils, and if any state governments makes any such appointment, that can be considered void, because this was one of the major points of concern raised by the petitioners in this case, that petitioners are the Waqf Act, with Waqf Act changing, the councils, the Waqf boards will have more non-Muslims than Muslims in them, and that is a concern that the Supreme Court had also raised yesterday. Solicitor General here trying to say that no appointments to these boards will be made in the meantime while the court is hearing. However, at the same time, the Supreme Court also raising the concern about what happens to the Waqf by user, what happens to the registered and unregistered Waqfs. As we speak, Sneha, the argument is going on with regard to what happens to the Waqfs that have already been declared, and the properties which are already declared as Waqf by user. And right now, the court is saying that we will be dictating an order. Any second now, the court will start dictating its order, and that is going to be very, very important to see what the court finally says. The court is dictating its order as we speak.
Absolutely.